Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thanks so much for joining me today. So today's video I think is going to be super fun. I am going to be showing you over 10 different ways that you can repurpose one of my favorite items that I have shown you on my channel. That is junk mail envelopes. So these projects I'm going to show you are all made with these types of envelopes. I have an entire playlist on my channel that you can check out to see these tutorials and more. And I thought I would just kind of compile a video with all the ones I've made so far because it's good for me to keep myself organized, but also it's a great way to remind myself of projects that I've made before. I've recently started going through my 2 finished bins and bins that I'll be working on some of the projects that I haven't completed, but I thought I would start showing you these ones. Now on my channel, I have many other videos showing you different ways that I've worked with envelopes, but for this particular video, I'm going to be focusing on junk mail envelope projects that I have made, and that's, using those primarily, plus of course, my digital papers, my scrapbook papers, my different types of ephemera and that sort of thing. But these are so fun to make because you can repurpose them and use your stash. As I said, one of my favorite things to do. So check out the playlist if you wanted to check out any of the ones I am showing you, because I do have tutorials for everything I'm going to show you. And as always, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave it below. Don't forget to leave a like for this video so that YouTube can show you that I am still here. In case you are not subscribed to my channel, at least interacting with my video will let YouTube know that you want to continue watching my videos. All right, my friends, so let me show you some of my favorite projects. I don't know if I can pick one that is above all, but thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for clicking my affiliate links. That really helps my channel and it doesn't cost you a thing. All right, let me get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with maybe the easiest ones that you can make, and then I'll sort of progress from there for the ones that maybe are a little bit more tricky to put together. So, oh my gosh, I started my channel in 2016, and I think these were some of my favorite ones that I was making then. So this is one envelope with 3 different pockets, as you can see here, and I'm using the window envelopes again because I really love to repurpose those window ones. So you've got your pocket here, you've got your large pocket with the window, and then you have the little pocket on the side on the front as well. So this is one envelope, 3 pockets. All you have to do is collage on it or decorate it, and then you've got a nice little ephemera piece for a journal. The next one I'm going to show you is similar. So you still have your window envelope, but this one has a little flip out that was added to it. So you've got the little flip out that I added. You have another window pocket on the side here, and I've decorated the back of it so you have an image there. And then this little tag pulls out and you can see at the window the nice design. So of course these are meant to go in a journal, or you can send them, in the mail to friends, but you're supposed to glue it on either 2 sides or 3 sides, and then you can come up with the different pockets that you will get out of that as well. So in addition to the pockets already made in these projects, depending on the way you add it to your journal page, then you have additional pockets that can be used as tucks or different little places to store something. All right, so that's number 2. Another way to use these is to just use part of the envelope. So this envelope, I cut off a little part of it, left a pocket again on the window on the front, and then I just added another pocket in the back, and then a little tuck spot in front of that pocket. And you can see this is like a little sewing themed one, so it really depends which way you decide to cut your envelope and add your pocket. Then you've got your nice window and your additional pocket in the back. Now this you can attach to a journal page with like a hinge type of item, like washi tape, etc., or it can just be like as a floating pocket in a journal as well. All right, here's the next one. This one would be Number 4, I think it's one of my favorites actually, is the junk journal or a glue book. So this is, all the pages are made entirely with envelopes, and these are again those, business envelopes that come in the mail. We call them junk mail. And I've just basically used it as a glue book slash scrapbook, whatever you want to call it. I left the pocket on the front and the back, and I do have a video showing you how I put this together. It is super easy and one of my favorite things to make. You can make one just to use as a list, taker, nothing fancy. It's all about how you decorate. As I mentioned, I have tutorials for everything I am showing you, and I will have that playlist link below with all my envelope projects. All right, so moving on, I think the next one I want to show you, again, is kind of another easy one. This one is similar. You've got your window in the front, but I put something on the back of that window, so you're using the inside as a pocket. I've added a pocket to the back, and then I've added just additional little ephemera pieces and another pocket here. So the image itself, it stays as is, and then your pocket can have something else in it. Again, depending on how you add this to your journal page, now you've got a little window flip out with many pockets and additional pockets depending on how you glue it on. I absolutely love all the different ways that you can repurpose these window envelopes. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to pick these ones, which again are probably super easy to make, but you may not have thought of it. So here we've got kind of like little pockets with, again, you see your window there. So I've just sort of added an additional little piece there to cover the window. And then on the back, I've added the additional piece to add 2 different tuck spots on the back of this envelope. So this one, again, could be like a floating pocket. It could just be to hold ephemera. The way I made this one is I made the pocket on the side, the window pocket. And then the back, it's got 3 different little sections where you can tuck more things in as well. So again, you can always, attach these in a journal with a hinge type of feature, or you could just leave it as a floating pocket. And these are like the easiest ones, because all you're really doing is cutting down your envelope, gluing it so that it's kind of like a smaller envelope, and then collaging on it, and then adding your additional pockets on the back if you wanted to do that as well. So these are one of the easiest ones, but I really, really love those as well. Okay, I think this one is my second favorite. I loved making this. This was a few years ago that I made this one. I love the little butterfly that closes it up, and then you've got your nice large window pocket again. Isn't this fun? Now this one takes a little bit more time to put together because, again, you have to cut that little slit at the top. You have to get your little either butterfly or heart or whatever little embellishment you can attach with. And then, as you can see, it's an envelope. And I just really, really love how this one turned out. So as I said, this one I made a few years back for sure, but it's still one of my favorites. I don't even know what number I'm on here, but let's continue. All right, these ones, super, super fun to make. Let me start with this one. Now, this is a mini journal. You have a pocket on the front. I've added my little dangle to this tag. And this dangle style, oh my gosh, I think this goes back to 2016, my friends. I think that's how long ago I might have made these types of dangles. I absolutely love them. But anyway, so I added a dangle there. There's a pocket here. You can see that's where my pocket comes from, my little window. And then you just make a little journal. You add your little pages. I've got a pocket in the back, and I just added an additional little pocket there. And then you have another little belly band over here. So you can see, super easy with one little envelope. You can make a mini journal, and these are so perfect to send in the mail and kind of share with friends. All right, so the next style of these type of envelopes, I think this is my next favorite one. So you've got, again, your window in the front. Then you open it up and you've got a side window. And then, you can collage or you can add more pockets to the inside there. But then each page that you flip has a side pocket, and then it's got your little top pocket like I showed you on the other one there. And then you've got your little collage. So all these little pages, you can just keep adding to them. And these are like no sew as well, which I really, really love these types of projects. You don't have to do any sewing to make this little booklet. And then the next one, I love this. I used, I think, all of the Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club to decorate this one. But you've got pocket there, you've got your pocket on the inside, and then you've got additional pockets for ephemera on each page. You guys, I think I love this one, especially if you're traveling. You could just add all the ephemera you want for your little project. You can see you've got your whole envelope, and then you've got additional areas to add your ephemera, and it just looks so cute. Again, no sew. This one is easy to put together, and you can just keep adding to it as much as you want. So love, love, love it. All right, let's move on. Let's see here. I think I'm going to show you this one. Okay, this is a journal, and it is made entirely of envelopes. Again, the junk mail envelopes. You've got your pocket. You can still see that image there that doesn't move, so I like that because I wanted to have that image on the front. You've got a flip down, and then of course there's a pocket here, and then the back, I'm trying to pull this back in there. You've got a belly band. You've got another little tuck spot here on your left. I showed you this pocket. There's a tuck here. And then this was the pocket that I showed you in the front. It's got an additional pocket right there. So this one already, just from the, the first flip, you've got many, many pockets. You've got another one here. And you turn your page. You've got a tuck there that you can put things in. You flip that up. And then right here, you've got another pocket right at the bottom. And you can, add more things to that as well. Here we've got a side little tuck. Then we open that up. We've got another little pocket, and then another little pocket, and then another tuck on the side there, if you can see that little. So anyways, this one is made with the envelopes, of course, embellished, decorated, etc. You've got your pocket in the back. You've got yourself a nice little flip book / mini album, ephemera holder. I never know what to name these things. Anyways, all right. Down to the last few here. Another one of my favorites. This one I did, oh my gosh, many, many years ago. And it's a specific way that I have to attach 2 envelopes here to make this window. You can add more pockets there, and you have your little pocket on the back. And of course you attach this to your page, but then you end up with this beautiful little window. Whatever you put in between your window there, it will show on either side. And then you've got your additional areas for pockets, etc. All right, this one, super adorable. This one was actually just with a window envelope because I wanted to kind of decorate it, but you can certainly make it with a junk mail envelope. And then you've got a little double pocket here. And it is so cute and so fast to make, my friends. I made quite a few of these as well. Again, all of these have tutorials or how-to videos, which I will link below. And now, last but not least, let me show you the other one here. Most recent one that I showed you. I thought I would show you this one instead. So this is the one that's the most recent on my channel. You've got your little window pocket, and then you have a little tuck here, another little tuck there, and then you've got another little window. Or another pocket, I should say, sorry. So anyways, this one has multiple little spaces where you can add a pocket. And again, it's got a nice little flip out with your little window, and it just looks so adorable, I think. Anyways, my friends, I hope you found some inspiration. Please let me know which one is your favorite. If you have one, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below. Let me know if you try any, or if you have seen one junk mail envelope, type of video that I haven't shown yet. I'm always looking out for different ways to use up these junk mail envelopes, so let me know. And I hope you get a little crafting done today. I hope you get to repurpose something today, and that you enjoy your little time relaxing and enjoying, playing with paper and your stash. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check out that playlist where I show you all the different ways that I've made these things. And as I said before, questions, comments, let me know. Thanks so much for stopping by.